And now, I'll introduce myself. I am Lee Porteous, and I have been involved with the Around Town Teller since about 2011, as best I can sort out. I actually live in Victoria, and my first storytelling group is the Victoria Storytellers Guild. But the Around Town Tellers have so warmly included me that I drive up to their Stories on Friday, the second Friday of the month, as often as I can. My story has other versions, and other places may claim it, but this version comes from Folk Tales of Canada, edited by Edith Folk. Before I start, I should echo Groucho Marx. If you've heard this before, don't stop me, because I'd like to hear it again. And this version I call Oink. It comes from Quebec. And a long time ago in Quebec, there was a farmer, a habitant, and he had fallen to drink. And in fact, he had lost everything to drink. All he had left was a spring calf, and he decided to take it to market, to sell it, to get more money for drink. Well, on his way into town, he came across a doctor who was heading out to help a patient who was seriously ill. He said to the doctor, "Would you buy my calf for a sovereign?" The doctor said, "Yes, indeed I would. That's a good price. But I'm in a hurry now. Can you deliver it to my home?" Well, the farmer agreed, and the doctor gave him the sovereign and hurried off to help his patient. Not long after that, the farmer encountered a notary. And he said to the notary, "Would you like to buy my calf? It's a fine calf, and I'm only asking a sovereign." "Yes, indeed," said the notary. "I'd be very happy to have that calf, but I'm in a hurry now. I need to help a client draft his will, as he is not long for this world, I fear. Could you take it to my home?" "Indeed I will," said the farmer. And so he received a sovereign from the notary. Not much further along the road, he encountered a lawyer. And he said to the lawyer, "Would you like to buy my calf? It's a fine animal, and I'm only asking a sovereign." "Why, yes," said the lawyer. "I would love to have that calf for a sovereign, but I'm busy now. I have to go to court, and I might be late. So could you take it to my home?" "Indeed I will," said the farmer. And he received a sovereign, another sovereign, for his calf. And off the lawyer went. And so the farmer headed into town, and he sold the calf in the market and had a grand time drinking with that money he had gotten from everyone and in the market. Well, later, the notary, the lawyer, and the doctor all discovered that there was no calf waiting for them when they got home. And so they headed off to challenge the farmers to where their calf was. And they met each other on the road, on the way, and discovered that each of them had bought the same calf and had the same result: a sovereign gone and no calf at their home. Well, when they discovered this, they realized that they had all been tricked and defrauded. And so they decided they would take the farmer to the law, and they reported him. And the farmer indeed was charged and had to appear in court. Before he went, he found a lawyer and talked to the lawyer. He told the lawyer the whole story. And the lawyer said, "Well, I'm afraid you do not have much of a defense, if any, and it is almost certain you will be convicted. But I will charge you a fee of $10. And for that fee, I'm pretty sure I can give you the advice that will get you off." Well, the farmer was very happy with that and asked what he needed to do. Well, the lawyer said, "When you go to court, whatever you are asked by whoever asks it, you say, 'Oink!' Oink, said the farmer. Yes, don't say any other word in that courtroom to anyone. Well, the day of court came, and the farmer stood there, and the various complainants gave their side of things, and the judge began to ask the farmer for his defense. Now, sir, did you sell a calf to this doctor? Oink! Oink! Oink, 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 oink! Said the farmer. Come. Answer the question. Oink! Oink, oink, oink! Now, sir, did you sell a calf to the notary and take a sovereign from him and give him nothing in return? Oink! Oink, 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 oink! Oink, 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 oink! Be sensible, sir, and answer the question. Enough of this foolishness. Oink, 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 oink! Now, did you sell a calf for a sovereign to the lawyer here? Oink, 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 oink. Well, said the judge, gentlemen, you can see, I can't convict this man. He's obviously insane. He has no mind left. And so, sir, he said to the farmer, you're free to go. The farmer heaved a sigh and gave a cheery oink, oink, oink as he left the courtroom. Well, the lawyer tracked him down and talked to him later and said, there you go. My advice got you free from almost certain conviction. Now, I'm here to get my $10. Oink, said the farmer. Oink, 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 oink. Now, come on. I'm the one who told you to say that. I know perfectly well you're as sane as I am. Oink, 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 oink. Oinkity oink, 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 oink. Are you taking me for a fool? I'm the one who told you to use that defense. Oink, oink, oink. Oink, oink, oink. Well, the lawyer never did get his money. And in this story, there are two people who could have learned something about the value of honesty, but neither did. And now we've come to the end of our evening, and I'd like to thank you for your attention and visiting us and becoming part of our story too. And I'd like to say thank you on your behalf to the tellers and particularly to Rachel Muller, who helped organize this, and to Greg Clark Johnson, who is our master magician. Because, of course, to most of us, that's how all this seems. It's close enough. Now, this is the last scheduled Stories on Friday for the Around Town Tellers for this season. But you could keep your eyes on their website for further events. And we would really appreciate it if you would send us a message to the web page and tell us what you thought of this event. And now, I would like to say to you that we wish you the same fate that so many of our characters in so many of our stories had, that you live happily ever after.